Hello, and welcome to the Vintage Reel Service Guides. In this video, we'll take a quick look at disassembling a Pflueger Nobby Model 1963 bait casting reel. This video is intended to provide an overview of the process and moves. The Vintage Reel Service Guide site provides a step-by-step illustrated procedure for this service, along with guides for other mid-priced, mid-century American reels. As with any service procedure, it's a good idea to review the pages on the site that cover workspace setup, tools, safety, pre-service inspection, and removing old line. This reel has already been serviced, so the old line has been removed, the reel cleaned, and fresh line has been wound on. We'll start by removing the crank nut and the crank handle assembly. So we use a 3/8" socket wrench. You can also use a screwdriver, but the socket is less likely to damage the nut, especially if it's hard to turn. So we remove that, set it off to the side, remove the handle and the crank. And now we can remove the cap screws. There's 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. And you'll want to use a flat blade 3.5 centimeter screwdriver for the best fit. Very small parts. It's good to stick them to a little piece of painter's tape on the tray. Now we can remove the cap. Sometimes it takes a few tries to loosen it up, and it just should pull straight off. There we go. Now we can remove the guide block cover screw. Actually, we just want to loosen it. It's better not to remove it because it's a very tiny part and it's easy to lose. So we loosen that up just enough so that we can slide the guide block cover off to the side and grab a pair of tweezers and pull out that very tiny pawl that's in there. There in the close-up you can see that just a little bit better. There's the pawl pulled out of its little home, and we set that off to the side. It's a good idea to stick that to a piece of tape as well so it doesn't get away. Now you can remove the gear, pinions, and shaft. So there's the main gear, really the one and only gear. The other 2 gear-like things are pinions. So now we can remove the spool pinion. So just lift it right off, set it off to the side, and we can remove the shaft pinion. At the same time, you're going to want to hold on to that guide block and line guide assembly, because when the shaft comes out, that's just going to be loose. So now we can pull out the shaft, hold the guide block and line guide assembly when you do that, and it just pulls straight out. And now you can take off the guide block and the line guide. Now we can remove the shaft housing. There's 2 screws. So again, remove those very small screws with your 3.5 centimeter screwdriver, and now you can just pull the shaft housing off, like so. Set it off to the side. Now we can remove the front plate, which also just pulls straight off. So just grab it, pull it off, set it off to the side, and one more thing, we can pull the spool out. And there we go. Now the reel is fully disassembled and you're ready to clean and lubricate the gears and housing.